Hello everybody, welcome to the Stanley Parable. I have not played this before. I believe quite a while back it was a mod for Half-Life 2. But yeah, like I said, I've never played it, so I'm just going to hop right in. Just bought this on Steam, and thought it looked quite interesting, so let's have a little explore into what this game actually is. Loading screen, it's a loading screen. It is indeed a loading screen. That makes me want to scream. Loading screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
It's a long time.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, that's nice.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, I can move now. What's the time? It's about 25 past 11, so it's almost 11:30. I presume in the morning, otherwise it'd be a bit odd. I've been sat here for about an hour. Got some important documents, pencil sharpener, gotta have those. Coffee mug, what does that say? Can't really see it very well. I hate Mondays, like that says. Got some more filing cabinets back here. I can't jump. Oh well. So we're number 427. We've got number 429, 430.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I might have missed a memo, I guess. Don't think I had. Did all usual things I had to do. Can we click on any of these? No.
Oh, please.
Oh.
Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Achievement?
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
Ooh.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Well, can't say no to an achievement.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
50 times.
Certainly 50 clicks.
50 times it is. Gotta get this achievement. I'm not gonna give up. Come on, almost there.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Ooh, okay, 417. I guess that's down the hall a bit. Got a lot of computers around here. Am I special? Is that why I have a special office, not just a little corner desk? I don't know. But anyway, number 417. Gotta look out for 417. 420 over there. 425. Oh, 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Okay, back up here, I guess. 437. Wait, what? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. On it. Gotta go down this way. Oh, time's ticking on. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
437. On it. Back to 437. Gotta get this achievement. So early in the game, but here it is.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Copy machine. Here we go.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Back to 417. Gotta go. Here we go.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. Is he in here? 419.
Yes!
Oh, there we
This
go.
is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Yeah, here it is.
We've almost got it!
Almost
now
there.
The copy machine, do that one again!
Back to the coffee machine. Come on. Gotta go. Come on.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
Yes!
We did it!
Yes!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, really earned it, Stan. Nothing
Oh
could
my
hold you
God,
back.
that's
Yes,
so
I'm very proud of
overhyped.
How far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What
Suppose
were you
I did.
thinking?
But yeah, all these other rooms look a bit strange. Is that some sort of meeting room? Someone's left their coffee mug there. Bit of a safety hazard. Did I miss? Oh, God. Someone should clean that up. I mean, that is a safety hazard as well. I mean, someone could slip over on that coffee. Jeez. So
When
got
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
door on his left. But the door on the left isn't the right door, and you should always go through the right door because that's the right way to go. So, go through the right door? But that might not be the right door because he said go through the left door. Let's just go through the left door. 413. Got a nice plant in there. Left his computer on. A bit silly. Come on, save the power. Gotta save the world. Oh, it's quite bright outside. Ew. No wonder I stay inside.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Okay, so there's a lot of jobs in this place. I mean, people got to manage their whiteboards, make sure that the notepads are kept tidy. Oh, everyone is unique. You most of all. See, that's right. I am a unique person. The whiteboard manager is a unique person. The clipboard guy is unique, and ooh, fair enough. Right. Too much dilly-dallying. Broom closet. I mean, the broom closet guy's got to be unique as well. I mean, he's got all the brooms.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So what if I go downstairs? Anything down here? Any achievements? Red light. Got some boxes down here. Is that a hobo living here? Oh, it's the car park.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I thought I might have to go
Stanley
backwards.
began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
That's not good.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She could have called an ambulance or something. Oh. Oh, we're back in our room. What's going on?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Seems awfully familiar.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I went to the door on the left last time, although I didn't actually go to the manager's office, so I'm going to go through the right door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, sure, that's what I wanted to do. It's a really good lounge, that place.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What does that mug say? Coffee nut. This is quite a nice place.
Yes, really. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door on the left. I'm just going to carry on. This looks interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Something tells me this isn't a very good idea. Warning, do not jump the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. That's a big fine, especially if you do die.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision
go this way.
by yourself. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Danger everywhere. Why do I get the feeling that this guy is a bit like GLaDOS? I mean, I've played Portal, I know what's going on there. I kind of felt like jumping was the right thing to do. I know there's a charge for it and everything, but it just felt right. Is that supposed to be like blanked off window? Oh well. Got more doors. 2B3. Do not stand on this side of the fence. Better move. Door shut again.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.